Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, hope you stay along for the ride. So today I'm going to be playing the trial part, the class trial. Last episode we saw that the first body appeared. It was Sayaka. The waifu died. Right now what we're going to do is start playing the class trial. I actually haven't uploaded the second episode or the third episode because I take a while editing it to make sure the audio is okay. I actually have the second video edited, I just haven't made the thumbnail. And I don't know how I'm gonna put like 2-3 days the videos apart. But I'm still gonna be playing, so yeah. Any tips are appreciated, and let's begin. I'm so excited to play the class trial. We left off here in front of the big red doors. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me.
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? We will never know. The one who murdered Sayaka, is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then, please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
So, let's start talking to Taka. Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you are the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way. What are you gonna say, Kyoko? Let's get started. Sakura. There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. What are you gonna say? Damn, we really gotta go through this class trial thing, huh? If you wanna confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. Mondo, you believe in me? So whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom. What are you gonna say, Chihiro?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, in the end I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her? Aoi, I can't help but wonder whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. What? I can't help but wonder. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? What are you gonna say, Toko? Being so insistent, even though you obviously killed her, very impressive. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? What are you gonna say, Leon? Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of it from here on out. Hifumi. So the school basement has become the darkened stage. Well, we're all here to bear witness to Mr. Naegi's final certain call. So is that all? I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin. Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time has finally come. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close, it's total shit. Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said, we found our seat. The seats were assigned in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer the tension and uneasy onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain on our first case opened up. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate. A deadly class trial. Do you want to save the data? Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, e-handbook. The choose bullets. Markuma file, events. Replica sword sheet. Switching rooms, toolkit, okay. I kind of remember everything. So, I think I'll be fine. Set skills? I got a skill from Sayaka, didn't I? Melodious voice. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Costs 3 SP. Didn't I get another one from Mondo? Nope, just have one. Okay. I think I'm ready. Class trial. All right. So I'm so excited. Okay.
Begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, if you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay, everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
He's so innocent, he's so pure, he's so cute. Protect Tako Ishimaru at all costs. I love him.
Be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Ew, he flew me, that's why I don't like you. You're so weird.
But what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
That's a valid question.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
I am ready.
Case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found out, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. So what I know, I think this class trial is about 2 hours or an hour and a half, so it's gonna be a long video. Because this isn't about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullet to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullet you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim, then fire with left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullet to blast the right ones. Note, if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Oh, then, good luck. Escape to leave. Evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yes.
We know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
That's wrong. No, that's wrong. Break.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Chihiro didn't go to the crime scene. That's why she wouldn't know.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
No, wait. Did she go? I don't know.
Struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
If she was caught by surprise, I feel like she would have been stabbed in the back. Or something like that.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That must
Yeah.
have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
So,
Don't worry.
So, what's next?
Don't.
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
It is a real child. You're going to die. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. It was a knife. Kitchen set knife.
So what was used to kill her?
Some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
Oh, here, sorry.
That is the murder weapon.
Okay.
So the killer used some random knife they had.
No, wait, no! I missed it. I failed. Hold on, I feel like okay.
Some kind of sharp object without a doubt.
So the killer used some random knife they had.
It wasn't random.
No,
Okay, this is fun.
I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Exactly.
Real close. I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Maybe if you use like a few brain cells, you could see why it wasn't possible.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
Very suspicious, you pushing the blame onto
I
me.
don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
Exactly. Yes. She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere. Just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. Oh, I already did that. Time will slow down. It'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak points. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck, have fun. Aoi's account. Okay.
guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Yeah.
But where does that get us?
Kodo must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
No, I couldn't.
Secret. Nobody was in the dining hall.
No, that's wrong.
Akakina was in the dining hall.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do
Exactly.
you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
That she was in the dining hall when someone came in for the knife. Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Like, this is serious. Like, I need a yes or no answer.
No, he definitely wasn't there.
That's better.
Disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Exactly. I couldn't have done it. I didn't kill anyone. So,
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Toko, that's kind of uncalled for. You're being really mean. What did she do to you?
Swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case.
Okay.
Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so who did take the knife? Tina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall. No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Who was it?
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
Sakura.
Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right. But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Girlfriends? Oof.
I got
I
so
ship
scared
it.
thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking. I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
That's good.
Stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Exactly.
I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Ishimaru, I understand. I remember when I was first watching the animation of the first game, I also thought Sakura was a boy because she's so buff. But I think that it's really cool that we have a strong girl and a buff strong girl.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Exactly.
Because they're not here anymore.
Huh? Someone who's not here. Are you talking about?
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Yes.
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
He came for the knife. Okay.
Who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
That is possible.
See? He did do it after all.
Why are you blushing?
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you
Oh, I think she's talking about the door.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
What was? I think it's the door. What was missing? The door? Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangsman Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters lying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim and press left mouse to shoot at the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letter, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. Was it the hair? If we can figure out what that something is, I think she's talking about the hair. Let's see. Hangman's Gambit. Hair. Yeah. A-R. Hair. I was right.
Now I understand.
I was like, what is she talking about? Like,
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
exactly.
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
If they wanted to remove any trace of Sayaka, her dead body wouldn't be there.
That makes sense, does it not?
No.
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Exactly.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
Because they cleaned it up.
Rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Thank you.
Makoto isn't the culprit?
That's what I've been saying.
Sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
It makes sense. Like,
No, There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
The door?
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then
Mhm.
got into the bathroom, right?
Yes.
Then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
Yes.
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
It was the doorknob. Makoto doorknob had been broken. The screws holding it in place had been particularly or completely removed. Yes, this one.
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Yes.
The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Huh?
Oh, yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates, which you I think you're talking about the door frame. Because it was the door didn't fit into the door frame, that's why you couldn't like really open it. And there was a special trick. I think that's what she's talking about. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is that not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a true bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now, this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Bathroom.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Yeah.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yes.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom. At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
They did.
Sayaka had locked it.
It didn't have a lock on it. Okay, this is fun.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes.
Now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck. Huh? What are you talking about? My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yep, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay,
Yes.
but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
What important detail? Something the killer didn't know. For some reason, they were convinced the door was locked. Which means the important detail the killer didn't know was the crime took place in my room. Yeah.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
He's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
There would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Exactly.
is a definite possibility.
It's not a yes.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Which means literally anyone else.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Shut up.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
No.
Rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Why don't you do something? Damn.
No one has any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Let's hear it.
You.
So let's come on. No, come on.
You gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Valid question.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Because Sayaka said that she was scared and she didn't want to go out of her room, but she went to the dining hall. Or that could have been before we switched rooms. That's a valid question.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Even if they switch rooms, I don't know.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
The doors can't be tampered with. Monokuma said so.
Negative. If you remember,
Yes.
Kuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
I cannot like Hifumi. I don't know, but he's so annoying. What I think Yasuhiro and Hifumi are like God. No.
Oh, why exactly can't that be it?
The reason there's no way Sayaka invited her killer into the room was I've already answered this. Switching rooms.
I got it!
Oh yes, it was that because she was scared, right?
Sayaka was
Yeah,
already scared,
Like-
remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
She said she wasn't going to open the door or leave until the morning. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Exactly.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
What?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just up to in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No.
I didn't. But of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Did not know Sayaka wrote it.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
Oh my god.
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
You got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation. What young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Okay, if you say so.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Why would that be? Why is that?
Huh? What makes you say that?
Yeah.
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
If she's asking, I think she would like an answer.
Very well then. Pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yeah.
But in
Uh-huh.
the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
Huh?
So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
The nameplates were changed. Yes, I think even Leon said.
in Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus,
Yeah.
their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
No.
Right? Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The killer, me, only me and Sayaka knew about switching the room, so it had to be Sayaka.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones
Exactly.
who knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, right?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
That is
To
weird.
understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Yeah.
Reminds me, there was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Yeah, because of the gold paint.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword was because of the...
I got it!
Yeah, the whole...
All
It
you
had
have to do is
gold
take a
paint on it.
look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear.
Yes.
Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
Yes.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? And what led Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Yeah. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into the truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spot, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gal. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purpose, this time the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. I think it's
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was...
I think it's Thor.
Sword-based sneak attack.
That's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she'd hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
Wait, what?
And that's exactly what happened.
Wait, I'm confused. The sword was used, but then the knife came afterward? Is that really? Oh, I know. The sheet, it was all scratched up. Yes.
When the fighting broke out,
Yeah.
the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt.
No.
Sword-based sneak attack.
That's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she'd hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
I think it's just a hero statement.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay. The sword was used first, but then the knife came out? Okay, yes.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword.
Uh-huh.
That's when the first blow was dealt.
No.
A sword-based sneak attack.
No,
Okay, yes. I was a bit confused, like, what?
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched.
Yes.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Yeah.
Jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Yes.
True. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get down?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Mm-hmm.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
That would be Sayaka.
So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
But Sayaka was the one that was hitting the wrist with the sword. So if she had the sword and the other person had the knife, he wouldn't be able to hit her with the sword. It doesn't make sense.
She grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Exactly. The gold paint. Her hands would have been filled with gold paint. She had nothing on her hands. Her palms. I see you. Okay, I see you.
Right?
Yes.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
Exactly.
You know that just by looking at her palms.
And like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Exactly.
Washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
If you're going to die, I think the last thing you're going to do is wash your hands.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Nobody said that.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka was. The water was off. Exactly, the water was off.
The Monokuma file. Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower yet.
Oh. Coco, you should take a shower. Why are you judging? You're not better. I will not tolerate hate towards Coco.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Exactly. Don't let this man.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
It's an insult.
Insult, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheet would have been the one without the sword. Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Yes,
We already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka.
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
She did plan it. What?
The knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation,
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which
Yes.
brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason
she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka is a diva, like, so iconic. She got this boy so hooked up on her love just to pin a crime on him. Damn, love her.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She
Yes.
wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's end by committing
Oh.
the murder there instead of her room. That would implicate Makoto.
Makoto. I like how she said it. Not Makoto. Makoto.
But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Damn.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Damn.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
That's what it seems.
Shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
It's true.
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Oh, dying message. Or trash duty, I don't know.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
What about the dying message? I had totally forgotten about that.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining, wait, what did you say?
dying.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes. There's no her left. There's no question that Sayaka wrote the message, and I can prove it with her left index finger. It was covered in blood.
Her left index finger had blood on it.
Yes.
That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
What could it mean?
Hey, Chihiro, you're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
What?
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
What?
No, it's just a look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
if you actually can see between the two ones, there's like a line in between that's making them like connect, but it's a bit faint.
Ah, you're right. The
Yes.
connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Really?
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it. I think maybe I see something.
God. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Toko! Saika's A message reveals that the real killer's name is... It's Kyoko! So, it's actually... Leon Kawada.
Here's my answer.
Shh.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
His face.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
Why are you getting too defensive?
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The trash room, right? I know what it was. This thing, right? A piece of burnt clothing was found next to incinerator in the trash room. It is apparently... Wait. It is apparently part of a shirt cuff and it has noticeable blood stains on it. Yes.
You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't
Yes.
that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains from the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to find out how it was disposed of.
I got it!
Yes.
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
That's you. No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. That's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. What are the truth bullets? Okay. Burnt peas, incinerates.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
The only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Yeah.
You'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was...
It's you. Is it really possible to destroy evidence without the trash room key? No, I'm sure there was another way.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was
What's my first one?
the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. No, that's wrong.
I feel like because I've seen the animation, I know what to put, but I don't know how it makes
I
sense.
know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
Like, I know it's a crystal ball, but with the text that was in the debate, how would I have known it was a crystal ball? I don't know, it's a bit weird.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you use this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell. Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way. Divine with it. Throw it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Someone turned the incinerator on. Pretty strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Yeah.
No, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small.
He is the ultimate baseball pro.
Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Possible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because the ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
Exactly.
You can't be serious. Hey, I'm not the killer. These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong. I'm telling you.
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Okay.
We can end this.
Listen to me. What the hell do you mean end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. Everyone has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you give a complete summary of the case. You have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in a form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic there is a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at the missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint. That might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Closing argument. So here, my room was the scene of the crime. The incident began when the killer entered. Okay. So it's when they enter. Oh, so I moved that way. Okay. They entered the room. Sayaka attacked. First, when Sayaka attacked the killer with they noticed something in my room. Was it this one? They used that object to deflect Sayaka's attack, which is why the evidence was damaged. This one. After the killer countered Sayaka's attack with an attack of their own, what did they do? Sayaka dropped the knife. And with that, she went to hide in the bathroom. They forced the bathroom door open. The only logical way they could have gotten in was with they tried to open the door, but it was locked. After she was stabbed, Sayaka used the last of her strength to leave something behind, which she left the name. Killer used an item in my room to dispose of the evidence. An object in your room. Oh, lint roller. The object the killer threw to activate the incinerator must have been the crystal ball. Yes. Okay, after they turned it on, what did they do? What the killer threw in the incinerator was the shirt. With the shirt. The piece of evidence. No. Wait. Then I'm wrong. Oh, so what was thrown was... Okay, so I was wrong. Okay, so, the object the killers threw... Ow! They threw it this. Is it done?
You. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room.
Yes.
From what we can tell, Sayaka invited the person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Oh, it did. It was that. Damn. Okay. Okay, so yeah. So I think it would be this. Okay, I think now.
Exactly what happened. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told him, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife.
Good thing I changed it and killed her.
And stabbed Sayaka.
Wait, what the? Why is this here? This is where she does her. She does this here. Wait. She does this here. Cleans up there. I think this goes into this here. And I think that's all.
Killer is you! And stabbed Sayaka.
I'm not doing this very well.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there.
Okay.
Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator.
What? I am doing terrible! Okay, what do they say? So it was the crystal ball, okay. So this. What the color? Killer throw? Okay then, I think that's it. It should be fine on this.
Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator.
Okay, now.
So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed.
Be the boss.
Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon,
Right. Okay, I messed up. I messed up.
it would appear that Hero simply you went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seen the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object. Of course I do. I object. I object. I object. I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. We need evidence. Where's the evidence?
We literally just showed you all the evidence.
Evidence. It's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence. Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, I do not know what that is. Oh. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage with them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BWW. During the bullet truth battle, you want to destroy your opponent's statement in the time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with the tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse to lock to the opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked on to with the left mouse button as a tempo mark. Wait, what? Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutive. Okay, I think I get it. Okay. If you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button, so watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot as the statement will appear. At this point, you can press the left mouse to shoot bullet. Okay. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna... Okay.
They didn't use anything from your room to do it. So what did the killer use?
What did the killer use to take part?
To acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
I have to show the indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Okay. The moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
I don't know what I'm doing! No! Did I die? No! I died!
Is this really the end for all of us?
I refuse to give up yet.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I did not understand. Okay, okay. Okay, I don't know. Just give me the controls. Okay, I have to match the tempo. Right sounds to lock onto an opponent's finger. Okay, so I just have to match it. Okay. Okay. So I just have to press one of mouse. Okay, I was pressing both. Okay. I think I understand now. I think I didn't understand. Okay, now. Okay. Let's do it, Kyoko. Okay, I think I'm ready, okay. I was like, what am I doing wrong? Okay.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
Okay, I'm doing it.
It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof?
I died again. What the hell am I doing wrong? But I'm pressing it. I'm pressing it. I had. Yes, I want to give it another shot. What am I doing wrong? God. Yes, Makoto, I'm not gonna give up. Just do it. Okay. No. That's to practice, right? Oh, to lock onto the statement. Okay. So first I have to lock onto one. Okay. Well, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I got into tempo and everything. Okay. Leon, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. I am getting tired of you. I wanted to play on me, but damn. Let me at him. Okay, let's see.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
Okay, I understand now. Leon, you're about to.
You kidding me? Not a chance.
Leon, you are so fucked.
Shut up, stupid.
You wanted to play? Come on.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me.
You wanted to play?
Where's your proof?
You wanted to play?
Prove it.
I did it. Okay, it wasn't that hard. I just didn't understand what I had to do.
Screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
What did you do, Leon?
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each have one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Exactly.
The boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Their own.
Stupid! It had to be their very own toolkit.
Yeah.
Stupid! Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid!
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
Ooh. Damn, Leon, I think you're dead.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Damn, Leon. I got an... I got an overall A, okay. 93 medals. Oof, I'm rich.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection.
Damn, that was the first trial and I could not get behind it. God, I was struggling. The last two, I feel like the non-stop debates weren't that hard. But I feel like it's just the first case, so it's obviously gonna get harder. And damn. Okay.
Just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the blonde? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one?
Let's see.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Leon, I think you're fucked. Goodbye, Leon. Goodbye. Oh, it looks like you got it right on the money. The Blacken in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, but I'm none other than Leon Kuwata. Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it. Son of a bitch. What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
That's why
I killed her first.
you are any different.
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was a complete chance that I ended up elected. Unlucky, that's all.
Hey, come on.
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything has become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about it, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends, to have to see something like that happen to them and Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So, when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the beginning, she was using me. So that's why she talked to me in the first place. I guess I'll never know, because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's it. Boy, howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so lovely and lovey on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, I really do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but
That's enough.
as angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough, but I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make our enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! Ah, that was close. That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good one. Well, a whooping, I would think. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of this killer during the class trial, the Black and Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Oh,
I
Leon.
mean,
Execution?
wait a second.
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
That's it?
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. How exactly was that self-defense? Are you going to make the bathroom that you or did not use your toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke in the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
You understand?
You had any number of chances to stop where you were, what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is that not what you have? Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder? No, that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure you were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. Third, Monokuma. What? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in the situation, the mastermind. Oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there is nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with the sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyways, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to it. What everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you. Please, don't do this.
No, Leon. No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
No, Leon.
I prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Oh, I feel like we didn't really get to see much of Leon. I couldn't even do free time with him because I had nothing to give him. I didn't have anything to give Leon. No, Leon. No, Leon, goodbye. And use. No, Leon. The 1,000 blows. No. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Damn. Poor Leon. what we saw. Okay, before I continue, I remember when I first saw the animation. I know I'm going back to this, but when I saw the first punishment, I was like, "What is going on?" Like, I thought this was I knew it wasn't a very I know it was a gruesome game, but I was like, "What is happening? Why is he dead?" No, I was so shocked, and I kind of love it. Was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it? Woo, extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Evo, you make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear. So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through this grueling ordeal? It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course, we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever? I feel like there's something deep. I feel like there is something deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before. That's what everyone is waiting for after all. When you said everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And with that, he left. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, he stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long. I think everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk with you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear. Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. Is it outside? It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out. I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? That thought would never even cross my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you, huh?
so
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. She didn't care what happened to you. She never would have left. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. I cannot read. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's only one possibility, but I don't think that was it.
Anyway,
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plans failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the death of your friends, Saika and Leon, and keep moving forward. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such desperate situation. Move past their death? I could never do that. No, I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well then, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed a smallest smile.
Hey,
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well, I'm psychic.
what?
This okay, that was funny, huh? Kidding, I just have pretty good intuition. Oh, that's so cute! Chapter 1 to survive. I beat it! The end! 12 students left. To be continued. Oh my god. That was so fun! You received the despair back. I'm present. Yes, I would like to save. I've been recording for over like 2 hours. Okay. So I think I'm going to leave this video here because I've been recording for a while. But I had a ton of fun. I hope you guys had a ton of fun watching all this happen. I feel like maybe I'm gonna have a ton of things to do. Like start. I only have to record edited the second episode, and I have to do the thumbnail, then edit the third episode. Then I will be back. But well, I had a ton of fun. As you can see, I know the story, I know what's going to happen, but it's still a lot of fun, like messing up, and I hope more interested in doing fake happens. I actually I know some of the history of the characters, but I've never seen free time events with them, so I'm gonna try to do that. So I hope you had fun, and that's gonna be all. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any tips or suggestions, leave it in the comments, and if you had fun, you can subscribe. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!